Hello my people and welcome to the 14th game in the 100 game challenge. Today we're going to be playing Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Now I was actually going to play this a few months ago, but I've saved it specifically for the 100 game challenge. So with that being said, we're going to just get right into it. If you're unfamiliar with this game is probably one of the best Western games out there. I'm going to be honest, it's an underrated gem. It's really good, honestly. Is it better than Red Dead Redemption? No, of course it isn't. But it's still a very good game. Anyway, so with that said, let's just start. Let's just start a new game. Huh, what's going on here? Alright, let's just go on normal. My phone's having a little cock up. 1 minute. We're alright. But basically you play as a bounty hunter called Silas something. I can't remember his name. Anyway. Abilene, Kansas, 1910. 2 years before World War II started. Well, World War I, sorry.
Whoa, easy boy. Don't I know you, sir? Don't believe so. I haven't
Silas
been here
Greaves,
many
there you
years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
What are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple. Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawman who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell.
Alright, once upon a time in Stinking Springs. Silas Graves arrived in Abilene in 1910. I couldn't read the rest of it. Oh well.
It was about 30 years ago. Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs.
You've been awarded experience for collecting nuggets of truth.
I threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day. I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Funny, haha?
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
Got some cars. Look, it's your mum. Scarecrow. Some vultures about there.
You heard that. You need to stay here to keep an eye on the road.
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
What the hell? Shoot that sumbitch!
There you go.
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast.
Rescue
Garrett
Billy the
and his
Kid and
army
his
of
gang.
deputies had surrounded the entire homestead. I decided to help Billy and the boys out of it.
Hey,
So that's just what I did.
stay on it! Cover fire!
Reload.
As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kid's apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
Where is it? Sort of swap back there then. I swear there was one back here.
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off. Still, one of them reached the water tower. Not a bad idea. It would be a turkey shoot from up there. Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the
Oh
shed.
fuck, I didn't see him. Oh, it didn't do the little gag. That's a shame. When you die, obviously, because this is Silas telling a story, the guys in the bar usually say, "Wait, so you died?" They go, "No, wait, that's not what happened." It's quite funny usually. Level up the revolver, because the revolver's what you end up using most of the time, and now I've got two.
A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
Bet you are.
Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. "Back door! We'll cover you!"
Watch your flank!
Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house. I cut their numbers in half, but that just made the ones that were left twice as mad.
Fuck's sake. There we go.
It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house. And like that, I was inside, none the worse for wear.
Billy
I
up here
passed
somewhere?
Dirty Dave,
Dirty Dave.
and upstairs I found Billy and Charlie Baldrick.
There's Billy. Crack shot, 21 killed by age 21, smart as a whip. Billy the Kid.
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo. Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of.
Where'd he come from?
Anyway, we were surrounded by
Got a
dozens
little
of deputized
lever-action
shooters
rifle
who
now.
wanted to do us harm.
It'd be nice if we could hit the shots. Shots, kid.
I'm telling you, Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming. That's when Charlie got hit. "They're catching us in a crossfire," shouted Billy. "Get to the other side."
Bullet time. Fucking hell.
Where'd he come from?
Oh, fuck yeah.
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. "They got a Gatling," Billy shouted. "Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll attention.
Nice, leveled up.
He directed that order at me, and I thought, why the hell do I have to do it? But I went anyway. Dumbass that I was back then. Many would have fled in my place. But I had
There's a
that
horse in the
false sense
stable.
of invincibility that many young men have. Like Jack here.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack, he's just joshing.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Greaves, please continue.
Please, call me Silas, ma'am. Now, where was I?
You were heading for the barn.
Right. Making my way past the passel of fallen foes.
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
He did. He really Silas
Just when I
said
thought
that.
I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up. Finally, I had the stables within my reach.
I'll reload while I got the chance. Reload it all. Pretty sure Silas is gonna. Pretty sure the guy we're hunting is
And
gonna
that's
stay
when
with.
I met Sheriff
Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
Oh, we learn the dueling system now. There he is. Proud, handsome, ham-handed Pat Garrett. I love shit like that.
You
That's
challenged
why I
him to a
like
showdown.
Borderlands as well, you know, when you meet a new character,
You
come
read
up, it's like
that
Dr.
in a
Zed,
dime
not a
novel?
licensed medical professional.
It
I
said he
don't know why I
showed
just
no
really
fear
love
as
shit
he
like
took
that.
your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
Come on. Oh, we killed each other. We traded. You can draw early, but you lose there is like a little reputation system to this game. If you draw early, you lose like honor and you get less XP for the duel. Right, watch his left hand.
And that you killed him in a fair fight.
Is that what that Penny Dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables. And stepped inside, and bam! Last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
And go on. How did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
There we are. Right. Seems like it's a bit easy after all. Would you like to switch to hard difficulty? Fuck no. I'm not playing Gunslinger on hard. This game gets quite difficult. That's just the first mission, just so you know.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah, after I came to, the bastard had clocked me with his Colt.
And the kid surrendered?
When he realized there was no getting out of there alive,
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
indeed they did. Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid.
Only they didn't kill me. A fistful of hot lead. After Stinking Springs, Billy the Kid and Silas Graves ended up in jail. They remained there until the spring.
It's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after.
Which was Lincoln Jail, April 28th, 1881, 4 months after the arrest of Silas Graves.
He was with John Kinney's gang, and they were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine.
Let's have a look. Inlaid 6-shooter. I mainly use the revolver in this game, so I'm better
all
off
I
just
got for
leveling up the
myself is a
revolver.
goddamn death sentence. Luckily, it was right around then that I heard Billy make his move. He shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway. Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape, too.
Okay, how'd they do that? Oh, go.
My first order of business was finding a firearm.
Why was I on like maximum security? Then again, I am a dangerous motherfucker. You'd need a prison for the prison I'm in to keep me
Luckily,
safe.
I located Deputy Bob Ollinger's mean-ass shotgun.
Engage Whitney. Loud as thunder. Can cut a man clean in half. Bob Dillinger's shotgun.
I saw Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
Alright.
Anybody see Billy?
Hell yeah. That scatter gun was like a double-barreled howitzer. It could blow a man clear off his feet. You hardly had to aim the damn thing. Guards were everywhere looking for him.
Can't let the kid get away. Anybody see him?
I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the planks where I could, but some of that wood was slippery as hell. The whole town was up in arms. And suddenly, I was a fugitive.
But made it out, Silas, though, no?
So that
Not so
bastard you were
falsified.
after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever gonna find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there.
Ammunition.
I tried to be stealthy and sneak my way past.
This town
Oh,
doesn't have
the-
a moment's peace.
These are great. You see there how he said, I try to be stealthy and sneak my way past, right? If I get seen, he'll probably say something like, but that didn't work, so I just started shooting. But if I get past stealthily, he'll have a different line of dialogue. It's cool. This is when Ubisoft gave a shit about the games they made.
You! But hell, if they weren't all waiting for me.
There you go. See?
Apparently, some of them thought I was Billy.
He's in town somewhere.
See,
Hello.
me and the kid shared a certain similarity in build and coloring. I was just glad I had Deputy Bob's mean-ass shotgun.
They're shooting in the street.
I'm here. Get your headstone.
There's children.
I'm here, he said.
So much lead was whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find a horse. Though I never did have a great fondness for those four-legged grass eaters. Smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts. We prize them too high, if you ask me.
But where was the
Huh.
kid while you were busy getting shot at?
Gone. And that's when it occurred to me why Billy set me free.
Distraction.
So I could be a hapless decoy and draw attention while he snuck out of town. I knew if I made it out of there in one piece, no one would put a price on my head.
Because everybody in Lincoln would be dead?
No, because they all thought I was Billy. And all that blame would fall on him. Meanwhile, Deputy Bob Ollinger was organizing a posse to put me down. He was already a mean son of a bitch, but he was doubly pissed that I stole his mean-ass shotgun.
Damn. Shot that was.
Finally, I found what I was looking for. The stables on the edge of town.
Going.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Well, sure he did. He dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir. Because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. Hello, Bob, I said. I think you better let me go. And he says, I don't think so, boy. Not with my shotgun. So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball. He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself.
Oh yeah, now I've got to do both. I've got to keep my hand over my revolver, and I've got to keep the focus up. Ah, fuck. Forgot about that. I like how it tells you your reaction time and stuff as well. That's cool.
I killed him in a fair fight. Everybody saw I had no damn choice. Well, Lincoln got a mite depopulated that day. Pat Garrett gunned down Billy 3 months later, so his escape was all for naught anyway.
There we are then. Hi Ethan, mate, you all good?
So where'd you go after Lincoln?
Mexico. Until I realized nobody was looking for me. I ended up taking a job at the Rurales.
The Mexican Rurales?
I was hired to help them track
was in
down the
Mexico.
cowboys.
Episode 2, The Cowboys.
The most vicious outlaw gang in Cochise County? Curly Bill Brocious? Johnny Ringo?
Led by old man Clanton himself.
They must have paid you a pretty penny to take them hombres on.
Not really. But truth be told, I had my own reasons for going after those boys.
Hell yeah. Right, I wonder if I can get my other revolver now. Because there's 3 revolvers in the game.
So was the bastard you were after now riding with the cowboys?
Roscoe Bob Bryant was his name.
Roscoe Bob Bryant, sorry. Dynamite looting.
Oh.
But no, this time it was a different bastard I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. And yes, he was working for old man Clanton. I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man.
Over there! There!
I did my best to help those poor bastards.
I think it was too late though.
Moments later, the attackers were dead. And I checked the stagecoach to see how many passengers were still breathing.
0.
None. It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them? Or did I just hit the rear guard? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like Apaches often do.
Oh,
They would
fuck.
appear in great numbers from above and rain down lead on their hapless enemies' heads, making use of the high ground and whatever else they had. Yep, the Apaches always appeared out of nowhere, and there never seemed to be an end to them.
Hold on. Were you attacked by Apaches? What happened to the cowboys?
Did I say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy force. See, at the time, I was still pretty green and could often blunder into regrettable situations. But I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those damn rocks. I didn't see Ringo, but I knew he was with the cowboys. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a dreadful wrong, and I was determined to have my revenge. But to get to Ringo, I knew I'd have to fight my way past these other assholes first. Unfortunately, I was running out of ammo.
No one.
Another perfect example of my relative inexperience as a hunter of men. I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was much less impressive without the bullets to back it up.
Fucker.
Finally, they managed to corner me. Trapped as I was, the odds of my survival seemed pretty slim.
Damn. Damn it. Nearly did that.
Luckily, serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out of my predicament. I ran ahead as if the devil himself was after me. Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die. I just kept running like there was no tomorrow. Because there wouldn't be if Clanton and his men caught up with me. As I was scurrying around those caves, I thought, what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this? I just kept running, not knowing where the hell I was going. And that's when something miraculous happened. Like manna from heaven, I found the desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition. Bob Masterson once told me it was more important to be lucky than good, and he would know.
Get rid of the remaining enemies on your
And
way to
imagine
the
my surprise when I found a fistful of dynamite to go along with that ammo. That stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence. It was time to turn the tables. Time for the prey to become the predator. Time for the hunted to become the hunted. Time.
All right, Jesus, we get it. They were right where you wanted them.
That's right, Jack. I was done running. And the old man's boys were not expecting that. No, sir. I came at them like a wildcat. My fury knew no bounds.
I
It
wouldn't
was
get that
finally
hat.
time for that old man to pay for his sins.
This is the way I came from. That's a nugget of truth right there. Ah, this way. That's how we get it. Doc Holiday. Oh, look at that. Yeah, some of it's information. Actually tells you things about people. Doc Holiday, for example. Kid Curry. Hey, look, the Pinkertons. Ray McCall. Robert Ford. Cool, isn't it? Frank James. Jesse James's brother. George Flatnose Curry. Black Bart. Jim Reed and Billy Starr. Dwight Eisenhower. Butch Cassidy. The Sundance Kid. Jesse James. Yeah, loads of actual real people here. Cool, isn't it? Cranky. Tankerous. Mean as hell. Old man Clanton. He's got a
I
Gatling
yelled
gun.
out at the top of my lungs, "Clanton, I'm coming for you!" A little stealth might have made more sense, to be perfectly honest. But I knew I could not let that deter me. Not if I was to find and kill Winslow. I needed to get that old man off that gun.
Bastard. Thought I could have made it all the way to that one there. I don't even know where the fucking Gatling gun is. I just know it's on that ridge somewhere. Damn you! Maybe I just gotta get up there. My gun.
Let me tell you, that was the longest uphill climb of my entire damn life. Well, one of the longest. There was that one time I was pursuing Frank James, Jesse James's brother.
Jesse James?
Perhaps we could
Hold
talk
on,
about
Clem.
that one later. Now, where was I? Right. I had old man Clanton in my sights. Most everyone thought it was the Ruales who had come up against him in Guadalupe Canyon.
Bollocks.
Most everyone thought it was the Ruales who had come up against him in Guadalupe Canyon.
Alright, you know what?
Most everyone thought it was the Ruales who had come up against him in Guadalupe Canyon. But it was just
That's it,
me.
lads. No one even on that gun, it's firing fucking via Bluetooth. Dynamite, okay.
Damn, I gotta reload.
There's dynamite not getting anywhere near him.
Show yourself. You stupid zombie.
There it is.
Apparently, one of the cowboys made it out of there alive. I told Ike and Billy Clanton that it wasn't a Mexican who took their father's life that day. They just assumed it was one of the Earps. And that little misunderstanding eventually led to that legendary gunfight at the OK Corral.
Yep. Gunfight at the sawmill. The true reason behind Silas' pursuit of the cowboys wasn't money but for revenge on one of his arch enemies, Johnny Ringo.
A few weeks after that dust-up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo.
Iron Springs,
I had tracked
Arizona,
him and the
March
cowboys to
24,
their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bryant?
Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why. But first, I need to tell you about the cowboys' new boss, Curly Bill Brocious.
Herb's coming.
Get ready, boys.
I think I winged.
Curly Bill took charge of the cowboys upon the old man's demise. And after that gunfight at the OK Corral, the Clantons wanted revenge. So they murdered Morgan Earp and grievously wounded his older brother, Virgil.
What happens to Wyatt? Meh.
Wyatt and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting those outlaws down. So when I showed up, that's who they thought I was.
I remember reading recently that recent evidence shows that Butch Cassidy might have actually been from Blackburn in England, oddly enough. Okay, no. That was a bastard. You're all dead. Thank fuck for that.
There were killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas. That's how the cowboys identified each other. And I was beginning to wish I had one myself. But I wasn't about to let Ringo walk away unscathed. And that's what drove me forward.
They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
I hardly saw anyone
it's a
faster,
shotgun.
boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cap.
Earp wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might have taken him.
That lunger should have kept his nose out of him. They never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
But everybody knew that Curly shot him in the back. That was common knowledge.
Yeah, maybe so. But Ringo had nothing to do with it. He was just being loyal to a friend.
Is that what you call it? Being loyal. Well, to get to that loyal friend, I had to pass by some buzzsaws as big as a man.
Ooh. I didn't know. I didn't know there were people back there.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
What's that, Dwight?
After old man Clanton died, why didn't his son take over the Cowboys?
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot.
Means he was a cab.
Now,
Sorry.
where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack.
What the fuck? I'll redeem myself for that one later. I'll do something awesome later to redeem myself. No, fuck it, let's do it now.
Though it wasn't easy, as those boys had good cover.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm in a falling animation and I can't get out of it. Load checkpoint. You do, man. Fuckers. That was an awful throw. There it is. Nope.
There he is.
Yep.
There were carts everywhere, piles of lumber, and God knows what else for people to hide behind. That really was one hell of a sawmill. Quite an impressive operation.
Oh, a train, a choo-choo. This way then.
And where was Curly Bill? Did you see him?
I'm about to get to that, Ben. Patience. I'm painting a picture here. There was this beautiful waterfall and a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant valley that was truly...
Consider your picture painted. What happened next?
Well, finally the bastards that were still alive made a last stand.
What bastards.
Curly Bill, Johnny Ringo, and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
Oh. Takes a shot before he takes a shot. Curly Bill. Defeat Curly Bill.
Are you saying they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
No, sir.
Say them.
I never said they were running scared. They just wanted me out in the open.
Time to dance with the devil.
Where is it? The guy with the sombrero.
You can't have forever, boy. Hope you made your peace, brother. Kill that murdering cocksucker.
Where's he go?
You're going to the gates of hell. Just gotta catch my breath.
Oh, I was just about to melee you, you twat. Wow. There we are.
Brocious gave me no choice but to take his life. But Ringo was nowhere to be found.
I knew you didn't kill Ringo, because he was found dead in a different location altogether.
To this day, his killer is still unknown.
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass to West Turkey Creek Canyon.
Alright. There he is, Ringo Starr. Next in line to take over and take a bullet, Johnny Ringo.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Oh, he's going behind the bush. Can't really see him. Come on, Ringo. Come on, draw you fuck.
Sorry I had to ruin the legend for you, boy. But the legend ain't always true. Doc Holliday had nothing to do with the death of Johnny Ringo.
There we are.
I was paid a healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill, and realized there was real money to be made. That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
Innocence? Oh,
Now,
couldn't read
wasn't
that.
he the sheriff who
Weird.
augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh,
Yes, he
yeah,
was.
I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did.
Alright. Killing John Lee Ringo closed the first chapter of Silas' saga of revenge and started him on a bloody career as a bounty hunter.
I knew I needed resources
Did this
if
for
I
the
was
love
going to
of the
track
game.
down Roscoe Bob Bryant. And hunting Plummer looked like a good way to get rich quick. As the local
Work your way to the
vigilantes
mine.
exposed him as the leader of the bandits and put a generous price on his head. Plummer rallied his gang to plunder one last gold mine before making their escape. And that's where I thought I'd find him.
It wasn't.
It makes me nervous standing so close to all these goddamn barrels of gunpowder.
Why would you be nervous? No one has the cojones to come after us. As long as you don't light up a cigar, we're fine.
As my late father pointed out to me more than once, God made men, but Samuel Colt made them equal.
Well, the Rangers are now available. Nice. Reload a bit faster. Find the mine entrance. Okay. Oh. Smart.
I knew that dynamite wasn't mine, so I decided the polite thing would be to return it. It was the biggest gold rush since Sutter's Mill in '48. Unfortunately, prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those riches. There were thieves and killers, robbing travelers and hijacking gold shipments. Like those that ran with Plummer. Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed and easy picking. Charlie Crow, the blacksmith. James, who worked in the stable. Sam and Jeremiah Barber, the butcher's son. Plummer had a lot of men on his payroll. A hell of a lot. That son of a bitch pretended to protect the public with one hand while stealing them blind with the other. Of course, the rest were veterans of the Civil War. Stone-cold killers trained on the bloody fields of Shiloh and Antietam. I thought I was some kind of hero. I finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny. But first, I had something I needed to figure out.
What was that? And what did you have to figure out, Silas?
I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine, but once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back. So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance. Made sense. It was the quickest way in, but that also made it more dangerous, as there would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way.
Sound like
Besides,
Micah Bell.
once you enter a mine like that, it's easy to get all turned around. And that confusing maze of corridors wouldn't even be the worst of it. Some of those shafts could be as deep as hell.
I did see
Single
that
stumble or misstep can easily end in a deadly plunge to
Rockstar
oblivion.
have recently announced that Red Dead Redemption 3 is into production, which is very cool. Absolutely fantastic. But I know people saying they wouldn't like a game where you play as Dutch or something like that when they were young, when he was younger, or something similar. But personally, I'd like to play as Jack for a whole game. See what Jack gets up to. I know it's a bit more modern with Jack, because it'll be like set in the 1920s to the 1930s. But I feel like you could have like a mafia type thing to that. You know what I mean? Like with the prohibition and bootlegging and things like that. I just feel like it'd
Quick
work
reflexes
very well.
often make up for a lack of common sense. Luckily, I was never one to be easily bushwhacked. I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to kingdom come.
Whoa.
With all that gunpowder and dynamite everywhere, a body has to know what he's shooting at.
Right.
One wrong bullet could have turned that mine into a dad-blasted tomb.
Oh fuck.
I freely admit that my plan of attack was not just moronic, but clearly insane. It's a good thing that I abandoned that ridiculous plan before I even tried it. Instead, I spotted a ladder, way into the mine from the opposite side.
This is why I like Call of Juarez.
It was a long way around.
It's the
but
man
that
telling
approach
his
seemed
story.
more sensible at the time.
So it just, I feel like some funny thing.
Of course,
like that
being
sometimes.
I had a problem with heights, that scaffolding scared the bejesus out of me. Climbing down that ladder required some caution. Because even though I had a younger man's reflexes, no man can dodge a damn bullet while climbing down a rickety ladder. I needed to make a leap of faith, which ain't easy when you're suspended between heaven and hell.
Okay.
I was determined not to give up, however.
Got it.
As Sheriff Plummer seemed quite the despicable character. When the vigilantes discovered what the sheriff was up to, people were outraged. That 10,000 they put on his head would go a long way to helping me find old Bob. And I had made it my mission to settle that score come hell or high water. But first, I would have to make a choice. Take the elevator or climb the ladder.
Elevator.
I picked the more convenient and more dangerous route.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plummer was a mad dog killer, and the people of Nevada City deserved better.
Nevada City? Well, I thought Plummer met his maker in Bannock, Montana.
Right, well, he was the sheriff of both places at one time or another, but that's neither here nor there. The point was, taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
Sorry, just doing something. Oh. Bam. Bam. Is he here? Oh. Lawman. Outlaw. Scallywag. Henry Plummer.
They're gonna bury you! This day is just getting worse and worse for you!
Henry Plummer was clearly unhinged, and I could see right away that this was gonna take some doing.
You ain't taking me! I'm going all medieval on your ass!
Yeah, 'cause you had dynamite in the fucking Middle Ages. What do you mean you're going all medieval on my ass?
Take this cocksucker out!
Come on. Get your fucking head out.
You can't hide from me!
Where is he?
They're gonna need a dustpan to pick you up! Oh. You
Come on.
ain't taking me! You want some more?
Ah, I dodged into that fucking bullet.
Catch this, you son of a bitch! Lucky shot!
Come on, reload quick.
Boom! They're gonna bury you in a million pieces! Gonna blow you into next week! You can shoot, but can you aim? That one! Hit ya!
Oh, yeah.
So that's how Henry Plummer died. Him and his crew were worth their weight in gold. And now, I was officially a bounty hunter.
Hell yeah.
So, did you finally go after that Bob feller?
Well, I heard word he was in Kansas with John Wesley Hardin. So that's where I went.
Where in Kansas?
Abilene. Why do you ask, Ben?
No reason.
Was Hardin as fast as Ringo?
Ringo was fast, but John Wesley was as fast as the devil himself.
John Wesley Hardin, episode 4. Hey, Dead Man's Hand.
Hell, he killed his first man at 15. From that day forward, he had a price on his head and wouldn't back down for nobody, not even Wild Bill Hickok himself.
Be quick or be dead. Silas claims that he took up bounty hunting as a way to finance the pursuit of his remaining quarry, Roscoe Bob Bryant.
I dodged death many a time, and that night in Abilene was
Schofield.
no different. I was there with the intention of finding that bastard Bob and collecting the bounty on John Wesley.
I thought the Texas Rangers got heart.
Yeah, that's what they want you to believe. It was cold in a witch's
This
tit
is the
and
same
a
town
brass
from
bra
before.
that night as I fought my way past his loyal compadres to the very same saloon we're sitting in today. Look around and imagine this place painted in blood. Hardin was waiting for me, and wait, I'm jumping the gun here. Let me back up and give you some background on this sumbitch. He deserves that much. Don't you think so, Ben? John Wesley Hardin was a killer. By the end, he confessed to taking the lives of 42 men. He was a bona fide folk hero by then, and had amassed a gang of armed miscreants and other assorted thugs. He and his men set up camp outside of town. I was hoping Bob was among them.
Damn it! Shoot that son of a bitch!
They didn't ask why I was there. They knew. As most of them were wanted as well. I had to spill a lot of blood to find out Hardin wasn't in that camp. He was carousing in town with his closest friends. Hardin's boys apparently didn't want me to reach the Bull's Head. Some were hightailing it into town to inform their jefe of my unwelcome presence.
Where is it? Shit for all that was.
I wondered if Bob was among them.
He's not, clearly. Alright. Going this way then, are we?
And I steeled myself for the fight ahead. For as good as I was, deep down I wondered if John Wesley wasn't just a little bit better. Before I could test my mettle against Hardin, however, I would first need to dispatch his cadre of hired killers.
And this bit we already know.
Most of these degenerates were beyond redemption, but John Wesley might have been a different story. I didn't learn until later that that night was in fact his birthday celebration. I think I already mentioned that I found Hardin in this very saloon.
Oh, yeah.
Suffice it to say, nobody there was happy to see me. In fact, I felt a certain hostility.
Yeah, you know you can't beat me.
Hopefully this doesn't call any fallout between us. Fallout New Vegas. Ah, fuck. Dun.
I was disappointed that neither Bob nor John Wesley were among the dead. But that was short-lived, as a moment later I was facing down the fastest gun in the West.
Here he comes again. First kill at 50. Killed a man for snoring. And 40 more for breathing. John Wesley Hardin.
I felt a bolt of adrenaline. Or maybe that was fear. He was well known for his tricks, and I knew I'd need my own if I was ever to defeat him.
I think he jumps to the left a little bit as he draws. And his guns are there literally on his chest. So it's going to be a bit hard.
No, wait! He didn't hit me then. I'm sure of it.
Then... Thing is, my focus was so high, and then it just went absolutely tits up.
That man was faster than greased lightning. But being inebriated as he was, he didn't count his shots. And now, he was at my mercy.
So he didn't die?
No, I sent him to prison. Years later, after he was free, some restless Avenger took his life. Shot him in the back in a saloon just like this one. Anybody up for another beer? Ben?
Ah. That's why he did that, because you're not supposed to kill him.
Yeah, some say revenge is a dish best served cold.
So whatever happened to that Bob guy you were after?
Personally, I'd like to hear some of your other adventures. Like, I don't know, did you ever go toe-to-toe with a red man?
Who? Grey Wolf, episode 5.
Yes, I did, Ben. I remember once I was after this renegade Apache, Grey Wolf. Strangely enough, revenge was also his primary motivation.
Silas Greaves pursued dangerous outlaws like John Wesley Harding, hoping they would lead him to Bryant.
A bounty was put on Grey Wolf's head, and that's how I came to hunt him in the mountains. Mountains so high they tickled the nether regions of heaven.
A long time ago on a mountain far, far away.
Grey Wolf was a Chiricahua Apache medicine man who had led a war party in revenge for a massacre against his people. The U.S. Army had attacked his tribe during his daughter's sacred sunrise ceremony, and the slaughter was unspeakable. I understood his anger, as there's nothing more traumatic than seeing those you love die in a cruel and painful death.
Alright, well, I'm going to end this off here, guys. So as always, thank you very much for watching. Take care, look after yourselves, and I'll see you in a bit.